It was 12 months ago, after years of war and suffering, the U.S. pulled out and the Taliban took over Afghanistan. During the past year, West Michigan has welcomed hundreds of Afghan refugees. News 8's Joe Lavergy talked to one of those refugees and looks at the path moving forward.
Thanks to organizations like Samaritas, they're here and they're safe, but many Afghan refugees still face some major hurdles. The images are still fresh in the minds of many. Desperate Afghans crowding the airport in Kabul, climbing on U.S. aircraft, trying to evacuate as many as possible as Taliban forces moved in on the airport. Asad Duranty lived that nightmare.
I would call it as a disaster, not knowing what's happening and your whole country falls in 2 weeks.
The 21-year-old was among the estimated 2.6 million Afghans who sought refuge in other countries. Asad's journey ended in Grand Rapids, where he works for Samaritas, the settlement agency that brought him here. Asad and most of his family are safe, but his father stayed behind.
He's trying to hide, not communicate with people a lot, and not just show him in the community a lot and keep hiding and changing the place he lives.
Over 1,000 refugees were expected to settle in Michigan in the year since the fall of Kabul, many of them here in West Michigan.
I wish I could say that things have improved by a lot.
Fresh to Tori, John knows the struggles well, escaping as a teenager from her Afghan homeland. The author and advocate for Afghan refugees says resettlement efforts have only gone so far. She says many of those we saw fleeing the Taliban at this time last year came here with degrees and an eagerness to work, but they've run into roadblocks after resettlement programs run their course.
I think that's probably where the biggest concern is. You can't just let someone who has never been on this side of the world to start navigate a whole country and system on their own.
Some 250 refugees have resettled in West Michigan through Samaritas. Samaritas New Americans Program Manager Chris Kavanaugh says there's no quick fix to employment issues.
But we have a lot of engaged employers in West Michigan that are have hired a lot of people and have been happy to do so, and hopefully working along with them will identify new opportunities.
There are other challenges. Along with providing the basics like housing and employment, Samaritas has also worked to get the refugees asylum status. But that process is difficult. Refugees must travel to the closest federal court hearing asylum cases in Chicago. Legislation has been introduced to streamline the process with the Afghan Adjustment Act,
which would provide a clear pathway to permanent residence for the Afghan allies that have come here. And so it's been introduced, and we're hoping that we can see some movement in the next month or 2 months going into the fall.
Despite all those hurdles, Asad Duranty remains optimistic about his future. Among his next steps, serving the country that took him in.
I have been thinking of maybe in the long term joining the Army as a National Guard or as a reserve, and I also want to start my own business.
There are ways you can help. To find out how, just go to woodtv.com. In Grand Rapids, Joe Lavergy, News 8.